Hi, this is Robert Radcliffe. Welcome back to the blog. This week's topic, negotiations. So one of the things that, and I always use this example, it's funny, I'm not even a poker player at all. I use the example of there are great poker players, there are novices, and there are losers as far as in playing poker. And that is really one of the most important factors when choosing a realtor. You know, again, any real estate agent, any professional can always take care of the mundane exercises throughout their job, i.e. in real estate, uploading photos in the MLS and returning phone calls and opening up doors and doing all of those activities. But negotiations truly is the most important part of your realtor's job in representing you. And also contract protection. So with that said, on negotiations, a couple tips that I would like to share with you. And there's a difference when being a buyer in a home purchase and being a seller in a home purchase. When you are a seller and negotiating with a buyer, in my strong professional opinion, it is so important to keep the coals hot, keep the momentum going. And that means reply to an offer and or any subsequent counteroffer rather quickly. Not too quickly where it looks desperation quickly, but quickly. And here's one of the psychological reasons behind that is a buyer, when they write an offer on a home, and this is, by the way, different than if a buyer was purchasing a commercial property or an investment property, but when they're buying a home, there's an emotional element to this purchase, and that, in fact, is the driving force of their purchase, that they're emotionally attached to the house. And during that process of after they've written their offer, that's when they feel the most, I guess, emotionally vulnerable, excited, nervous as to what's going to happen. Are they going to get the house? Are they going to get a counter? There's a whirlwind of thoughts that goes through a buyer's mind. So a seller, and the reason I'm using this as the topic of today's post is I'm dealing in negotiations right now where my client, God love him, thinks it's better to wait a week before responding to the offer because he wants that to send a message to the buyer. And I'm doing all that I can to explain, no, that's not what you want to do. Because what will happen is the buyer is going to think to themselves, convince themselves, you know what? This isn't the right house for us. I can just tell. If we're not getting a response, if we're not getting a counter, they will start trying to emotionally protect themselves by building up reasons why the house doesn't work for them. So any potential blemish in the house in their mind therefore becomes a big issue, and they think of reasons why, well, maybe this isn't the best house for us anyways. And obviously we'll continue to look at other homes. So that is, I guess, the topic, or pardon me, the theme of the topic when negotiating and you are a seller countering and or responding to a buyer's offer. Now, when you're a buyer, momentum isn't necessarily as important. However, it's important to understand, where is that property priced? Is it priced aggressively? Is someone else going to come in and try to purchase that property, therefore throwing you into a multiple offer situation, which at times could drive a price up? Sometimes it doesn't drive the price up, but it can. And it definitely adds a whole new element as far as your higher emotional nervousness about whether or not you get the house if you know that you're competing with another buyer. So with that said, again, if you're a seller and you have an offer that comes in, it is so important. Keep the coals burning, keep it moving forward, keep the momentum going. If you're a buyer purchasing a property, that's not as important. However, if you feel that you're negotiating this deal, the price of a home, to a comfortable price range for you that you think is fair market value or then some, a great buy, then of course you want to strike and get that property as quickly as you can. So, hope that information is useful. Call me if there are any questions, and I hope that we can be of service for you with any of your real estate needs. And if you find this information useful on any of these blogs, we hope that you'll forward this email to everyone that you know. Have a fantastic day. Thanks.